What's going on, everybody? It has been a while. This is my secret strategy for how I would make $5,000 before Christmas. This was a training I did just yesterday for my clients who already have digital marketing agencies. Check it out.
Titled How to Make an Additional $5,000 by Christmas. Now, I could definitely make this thing, which I will. I am going to come out with a future training, how to make $20,000 in the next 7 days. It's the exact same strategy. But if I wanted to make it realistic for everybody, whether they have done marketing before in the past or whether they're experts, making an extra 5,000 by Christmas, that's a no-brainer. And the strategy I'm going to show you here, this is what I am calling the Sprinter method. It's an acronym, SPRINTER. Number one, it's selecting who you're going to go after. It is strategically targeting these people. Selection. All of you have a specific niche you're going after. Most of you are in brick and mortar service-based businesses, med spas, chiropractors, roofers, real estate, home services, that kind of thing. Some of you are going after what I call subject matter experts, stock traders, Airbnb course developers. There's all sorts of things that fall into that. After you have your selection and your niche, and there's obviously a full training in each one of these letters, you're going to look at proximity. How can I get close to this business owner? How can I get into their network? How can I get close enough to them to where I can start building rapport, building relationship with them to ultimately pitch them on the services that are going to be beneficial to them? Many of you are going to be online to do that, face to face. That's as close as you can get in proximity. You're going to exhaust that pretty quickly. If you're going after dentists, well, how many dentists are in your town? Okay. If you're going after it, how many days or weeks is it going to take you to completely exhaust the number of dentists that have heard your pitch? Not going to take long. So then you got to go outside of your local market to talk to these people. Now, if you're going with subject matter experts, well, now you're looking online, you're looking at influencers. They could be all over the world. But as soon as you get close to them, people like working with people that they know, they like, and they trust. So building the rapport it's essential for you to ever be able to pitch them. One way to put this is, where are your clients hanging out? Some of them are going to be in Facebook groups. Some of them are on LinkedIn. Okay. Some of them are on Instagram. Others might be on TikTok. Some of you locally might be at Chamber of Commerce events that you can just buddy up, rub shoulders with them at a dinner or some sort of a networking event. Other niches, they have annual or biannual conferences, huge associations they're a part of. So find where these people are, get in close proximity with them. And then the next step is build relevance. Being relevant with these ideal clients, it's so key. And one way to say that is, what are they currently struggling with? How are they currently getting new patients or clients or customers or jobs or deals? Okay, we're not looking at the past. When we're wanting to be relevant, I need to speak to you today on your terms. What is happening in your business now? That's how I can stay relevant. Now, there's a time for talking about past, and we do that on the intro call. What kind of marketing have you tried in the past? Like, what'd you like about it? What'd you not like? Well, that's past. Okay. And then there's future casting when you get to the point of a pitch where you're talking about the pleasure points, their goals. In a year from now, where would you like to be? But that's not what we're doing yet. Okay. And I'm going to show you an example of how we can actually pinpoint those where they don't even have to give us the information. We're going to draw it out of them with the training that's coming up. How you can start selecting these potential business owners, how you can get into close proximity, and how you can be very relevant to them. The next step is to build intimacy. One of the greatest ways and the simplest ways to build intimacy, I'll ask you a question. What scientifically proven? What's the sweetest sound a human can hear? I've gotten all sorts of answers to that question. If I opened up chat, birds chirping, okay, babies laughing,
Humor, yeah.
laughter, humor, the sound of their own voice. Now, some people are like, no, I don't like my own voice. This is scientifically proven. The sweetest sound a human can hear is the sound of his or her own name. Start out with their name. That's very powerful. And this is where it starts to really gain traction, is you're going to uncover their need. Where is the gap in their business? With this training, I'm going to show you how to uncover the tangible current gap that they have in their marketing efforts. It's a very easy in for us to continue to build that intimacy with them. And the next steps, tease. You're going to tease the fact that you have the answers to their current needs. Another way to say this is, you're going to uncover their pain points first, and then you are going to offer the solution. They're going to need to take the next step. The Sprinter method is broken up into two sections. There's pre-sale and there's post-sale. Okay, the E and the R are both post-sale. The E stands for execute. Okay, this is where fulfillment comes into place. Executing, if you're selling websites, it might be building the website. Okay, most of us are going to be selling lead generation. That is our core offer. So that is going to include setting up their funnels, okay, writing their email sequences, driving traffic, media buying, creating the ads for Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. YouTube. Execution is key, but that doesn't happen until after you've closed them. So after you tease them, you're going to break off into the intro call, demo presentation, which is going to turn into closing them as a client. And then last but not least, honestly, this should be capitalized. This is so important. It's retention. Is retain this client. This is a rinse and repeat process for every single one of your clients over and over and over and over again. But what you don't want happening over and over and over again is getting a client, losing a client. It's called churn. That's known as the hamster wheel. A hamster wheel is a terrible place to be. All you're doing is spinning your wheels. You're not gaining any traction. As long as your acquisition rate is 2x your churn rate, you win the game, even at low numbers. Let's say I acquire 2 clients in month 1. I acquire another 2 clients in month 2, but I lose one of the clients in month 1. My net is I'm gaining 1 client every single month after month 1. So in 12 months from now, if my math is right here, I've got 12 clients. Even though I lose a client every single month, I'm gaining 2. So I'm adding a net client every single month. Well, 12 clients, y'all know that's an amazing revenue. And that is not hard. That's over a 30-day period. All you're looking for there is 2 clients and losing one that you got the last month, and you still win this game. And you can grow that revenue into astronomical numbers, depending on what you're doing for them, your products and your services, and your value ladder. You know, whether you're getting these people in on the lower ticket services, and then you're getting them onto the higher ticket lead generation or the coaching, the mentorship, you know, whatever you need. Some of you are consultants. So now that we have this selection, proximity, relevance, intimacy, need, tease, execute, and retain, that is the sprinter method. I'm going to show you how to do this in practical ways.
I hope you're enjoying the training so far. Stick around. It's about to get really good. I'm going to dive in. I wanted to pause for a second and tell you about the RISE program. What you're watching is part of that. Now, this video is only 25 minutes long. What if you could get 1 hour multiple times per week? You'll get amazing training by 6- and 7-figure agency owners. Click the link below, choose the option that's best for you. Now let's get back to the training.
Right here, facebook.com/ads/library. Click all ads. You can see every single ad that's currently running, no matter what the industry, no matter what the niche. It's going to show you whether or not they're running it on Facebook and Instagram, one or the other, or both. It's going to show you how long they've been running these ads for. Okay, so put your common sense hat on. If they've been running an ad for 6 months, it's most likely working. You can filter it, by the way. You can filter the businesses. You can filter them by date. You can filter by ads that are inactive or active. I always filter by active. I don't want to see inactive ads. If they're not running them anymore, they probably didn't work well, right? So I just want to see active ads. And then when you start scrolling through them, you're going to see a common theme for the ones that have been running a long time. You can also see what types of creatives are using. Okay, are they using most likely static images in your niche? Are they using videos? Are they using carousel ads? What's out there? I use the ads library for 2 reasons. Number 1 is what we're talking about today. It's prospecting. I also am going to use it to see what offers are out there at both levels, meaning my agency level. What are the other offers out there by marketing agencies like me that are going after my ideal prospects? What's their offer? Okay, I can reverse engineer it. I can take a look. You'll see in a second here when we click on some of these ads, it'll take you to whatever the next step is. Many cases, it's a website. A lot of cases, if they're good at what they're doing, it's a funnel, right? Meaning there's no navigation menu. It's a funnel. It's a simple call to action, a simple offer. We can actually see what that looks like. Now, I used to do this. I don't take it to the next step and actually opt in for people's stuff. But if you wanted to, you could do what I call funnel hacking. You're going to opt in for the offer and see what kind of email copy you get, right? See what kind of sequences and what upsells they have on the back end. You know, if you're doing ads correctly, if you're doing media buying correctly, you are not selling your highest ticket offer on social media right from the get-go. You're going to get them in on something else, some sort of either a low ticket or a lead magnet first to intrigue them to want to get closer to you. Remember, we're building that proximity. We're staying relevant. And then when they're on the back end and they're getting these emails, then we can start upselling them on things that they might need. So if I type the word dentist, it's exact phrase matching. You know, clearly there's a lot of people who are advertising for dentists. There's over 20,000 ads right now currently running. Now, if I just spot check this ad is running on Facebook and Instagram, and it's been running since November 7th. Okay, this is for Natalie Harrison, DDS. Now, this right here is the entire name. That's a pretty long name of her Facebook page. They have 503 likes. Okay, so not a huge thing. It looks like this is the only ad that they're running. I'm hoping it's been working. They've been running it for since November 7th. That's multiple weeks, and they were running it during the most expensive time on the planet to run ads. Okay, because this covered Black Friday, Cyber Monday, most expensive time in Q4 to run ads. And they were running it right in there. Now let's see. If I click on this, if they had more text like this one, if I click on it, it's going to open up to show you all the text. This is it. So first steps, first holidays, and first tooth are all important milestones in a child's first year. Help them achieve a lifetime of healthy smiles by scheduling their first visit with us. Okay, clear offer. I give them an A+ on offer, and they're speaking directly to who they want to talk to. And I can't tell who they're targeting with this, but they should be targeting parents of infants and toddlers, right? If they're not, it doesn't make sense for them to show a parent of a teenager this ad. And there's clear ways to do that in the targeting on both Facebook and Instagram. When somebody resonates with this, they're going to click book now. Now, I hope when I click this button, it takes me to a funnel for them to schedule a call, make it very simple. I don't want to throw Natalie Harrison under the bus, but what most likely will happen, I've never seen this ad before in my life, but most likely it's going to take me to a website. So we'll see. I'm hoping I'm wrong. Book now, and no. Takes me to a website where now I can't even find the offer. What was the offer? Was an appointment. Now, if I look real hard, it's probably, okay, here it is. I could barely see it. It's up here. Request an appointment. Okay, it's like a side note. It's being hidden by a whale up here. Now, I love the playful, it's a pediatric dentist. They get an A+ on their website. The actual graphics of it, the design, it's fun. Okay, you got kids smiling, you got the underwater, under the sea type branding, some reviews. Okay, it's not a terrible website. It's clean, it's simple. However, most people aren't going to scroll down to the bottom. Okay, this is come see us, and this isn't to schedule an appointment. This is just a contact form. It really doesn't do anything. You have to fill out your message. What would be much better is just to allow them to put in their name, email, phone number, and then to schedule an appointment when they click the next button. Okay, a funnel will be so much better. Most people are going to come here, they're going to start reading the stuff, and they're going to get distracted. Well, let me look at, oh wow, look at all these options here. I don't really know. Let me sedation dentistry. That's interesting. Let me click on this. Well, if you just targeted a mom with an infant, do they really need to look at this page? Maybe, maybe not. They're going to go to what they're wanting to know about. Let me see what digital x-rays are. Okay, you're getting them further and further away from your core goal, which was to just get them to fill out a form, right? To schedule an appointment. That's what you're trying to get here. So again, prospecting wise, this is exactly how I would get this prospect to become my client. Okay, number one, I'm going right through the sprinter method. Selection. Okay, I have now selected this person to go after. They don't know it yet, but they're going to be my client, right? Like I'm going to be in an abundant mindset. I'm not going to be scarce. I'm like, this person, Dr. Natalie is about to be my client. She just doesn't know it yet. Okay, so I'm going to go through the process here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look through to see what the needs are. We've already done that. We've skipped ahead. I've gone to the site. I see where this ad's going. I know where I can help this person. The next thing is I'm going to film a quick little Loom video. Okay, this is part of the illuminator strategy, which is why it incorporates into the sprinter method. No matter who the prospect is, I'm going to do what's called the sandwich strategy, where I'm going to first compliment her. And I've already told you what I'll be saying about the branding. I love it. And I'm not going to lie either. I'm going to tell them exactly what I'm seeing here. Okay, great, simple ad. I'm hoping that she's going after the right demographic here in her targeting. Then I'm going to hit on the middle part of the sandwich, which is what she can improve upon. Whether you're a seasoned veteran marketer or whether this is your first campaign, your first prospecting strategy, the easiest thing is the difference between a website and a funnel. If they're running traffic to a website, they might not have any idea what a funnel even is. They might not have ever heard that word other than maybe funneling oil into a car. I'm going to show them what the improvement could be, and then I'm going to end with the tease. Remember that intrigue. I'm going to end with, man, there's so many other strategies that I would love to share here, based on your current marketing, but I don't want to keep you too long here. Let's jump on a quick 5-10 minute call. I've got tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. or I've got this next Thursday at 4 p.m. Okay, I'm going to give them options, simple options. And I'm also going to, in my Loom video, I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to add a little clickable button that says, book your call with Evan. Okay, I make it personal. Book your call with Evan. And when they click on that, it goes right to my calendar where they can book a call. Okay, you can have that link go anywhere, and I'll show you how to do that. So right now in front of you, I'm going to go ahead and film this Loom video. Here we go. Here's a countdown. Hey, Dr. Natalie. Evan Dawson here. Listen, the first thing I want to do is congratulate you and commend you for running ads on Facebook and Instagram. Great job showing that you see advertising as an important thing, which it is, especially for all the other dentists out there. You'll notice there's over 20,000 ads running right now for dentists. So great job being among them, because that's the only way you're going to get to your ideal prospects that are in your town, the ideal patients that you want. And this ad, I love it. It's very clear that you are targeting parents that have toddlers and infants. Okay, you're talking about their first steps, first holidays, first tooth. I love it. It's great. Now, hopefully, whoever's doing your media buying, you might be running your own ads, but hopefully you're targeting the correct demographic there. Now, one thing that I did notice when I click this book now button is it doesn't take me to a traditional funnel where it's going to be very easy for you to get the parent's name, email, phone number, have them book an appointment with you. It takes me to your website. Now, first of all, your website's beautiful. I love the design. I think it's super fun. The underwater, it's great. But here's the problem. When I clicked on this ad, I was hoping to schedule my child's first appointment with you. But when I go to your website, I don't really know how to do that. Now, after some searching, I found it was actually hidden kind of by this whale up here. But what if instead of a website, you took them to a very simple page that completely talks about that offer and only that offer to bring your child in for the first XYZ? Okay, that could work very well. Now, as I started scrolling down here, looking at other stuffs, there's some great things here, and there's also some room for improvement. In this, I actually hit the wrong button there. I stopped my recording, but you get the gist. The next thing I would have said, and I'll just do it now, is, Dr. Natalie, I would love to get on another quick 5-10 minute call. If you'll notice, you can click a book a call with me. There's a button on this video, and you can schedule a time where I can share a lot of other strategies that will help you get a lot more patients for the same amount that you're spending right now on these ads. Okay, look forward to talking with you. Okay, and then I can stop this. Now, notice that when I did this, it's 1 minute and 25 seconds. Between 2 and 3 minutes is max. That's about as long as you want them to have to spend time on a video they didn't know what they were going to get. And if you talk longer than that, you want to save most of it for the intro call with them when they actually book a call with you. Now, here's how to do that. Very simply. Oh, by the way, your video would normally pop up, but because I'm using it right now for Zoom, it doesn't, which is okay. This is just an example. This button up here is copy link. When I copy that link, you'll notice that when you go to it, it gives you the ability to emoji the video. You can comment below. Let's say Dr. Natalie has some questions. Let's say she's like, you know what? I've been running my own ads. I'm not really looking for anybody to take over my marketing, but I would love to maybe consult with you on some things that I could do. Okay, great. Like there's all sorts of needs that they might have that unveil themselves when they schedule a call with you. They might just comment right here. But here's the really easy thing to do is add a link. This right here, you're going to click this, and it's going to be this button right here. Okay, the button link, let's say I'm sending them to my Calendly, okay? And I'm going to put, my actual, Calendly here so they can go and they can schedule an appointment. The button text, typically I would say, book your call with Evan. I love this text color. Orange is like an engaging color. It has them want to take action. And Loom is amazing. If you're not using Loom, you really need to, because it's free up to 5-minute videos. And I'm pretty sure there's no limit to what you can do. You'll notice here, I've got videos that are not that long. Some of them are, 50 seconds, 30 seconds. I send them to some of my coaching clients. This coaching client was just doing it was an amazing Black Friday sale. We nailed it. Multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars. It was great. And little tweaks here and there I need to tell either my VAs, maybe some people on my team, my clients, coaching students. You can just do it all here on Loom. It's just a simple Chrome extension up here. So very easy to do. Can you see how before Christmas, you could easily get the number of clients you need to make a $5,000? These business owners, they won't be able to help themselves because you're showing yourself as an expert to them. It's easier to sell to somebody who's already running ads than somebody who is not. Why? Well, in 2023, if you're not running ads for your small business, you don't have the money. Like you actually have budget problems. Now with 2024, with inflation, the way it's been going the last 18 months, 24 months, like I get it. Like there's a lot of businesses struggling. So that might be the case. But for every business that's struggling, there's other businesses that are doing great right now. Case in point, having a client that just did over $160,000 in like 4 days online. for a digital product. I mean, and mind blowing, right? So every video that I see with people walking into physical stores like Walmart and they're saying, "Wow, this place is dead. 5 years ago, people were fighting each other, right? What's going on? The entire economy shot." No, it's not. It's shifted. It's shifted to online. So these businesses, if they're not online, they are missing out on a world of profits. They're missing out on potential patients and clients. And if they're not going to shift in time, guess what our pain point is for them? You're not going to be around. Because look at all the people that are running ads. That's who's making the money. That's who's getting the new patients. If you're relying on referrals, word of mouth, I hate to say it, you might not be around in 5 years, 10 years. Okay, it might be 2 years. Got to get on board. Okay, but again, it's easier to sell someone who's already running ads because they clearly believe marketing works. They wouldn't be spending money if they didn't, and they have a budget for it. Right? They're showing that they're spending money. So it's easier to sell someone that's already running or doing marketing on your services than somebody who's completely not, because they might not believe marketing works, and that's a problem. That's a harder problem to overcome than the easier problems. And I get, and some of this is scarcity abundance mindset issues, but somebody might say, well, they're already running ads, so they don't need me. I'm like, time out there, fella. Like, there's two main reasons why they might need you more than ever. Number one is that they're doing it themselves. Dr. Natalie could have started running that ad. She could hate running that. She's like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know I should be doing it, so I'm going to do it. You come along, hey, I'll free up your time so you can spend time with not only your patients, but all the new patients we'll bring in, because this is what I do. You're an expert at dentistry. I'm an expert at digital marketing. Let's join forces, see what we can do together, right? Like, that's great. Thank you. I'm so happy that you do this because I'm tired of doing it. So that's one reason they'll do it. Second reason is they don't have a good relationship with their current vendor, their current media buyer. Okay, let's say they hired an agency 6 months ago. They can't even get them on the phone. They're running their ads. They're like, man, this is a terrible relationship. There's no way for you to know that at face value. For you to look at an ad that's running and say, oh, they don't need me, like they already have somebody. They could be so done with that group or that person. You just slide in there and now you're a superhero. Like, oh, I've been mean, and I hear this so many times. I've been meaning to go and look for another marketer. I'm so busy. I mean, every business owner, too busy, right? That's their main objection most of the time. I'm just too busy. I don't have time to get around to this. So you're coming in hot with this video, right? Like, hey, showing them exactly what you need. I'm ready, willing, and able to help you with your marketing. What say you? Okay. Anybody that books a call with me from one of my Loom videos, I know I got them. They're mine to you. Why would they book a call if they're not interested? Are they just into wasting their time and my time? Heck no. So you can choose your own pricing, but here's the thing. If you start closing and there's like no friction, it's like the closes are too easy, you're not charging enough money. Plain and simple. If you get a little bit of pushback on price, now you know you're probably good on the actual price. Now what you have to do is build more value into the deal. Okay? Price value. If your price point is higher than the perceived value to somebody, they're not going to give you their credit card. They're not going to buy. Too expensive. Doesn't matter what this price is. This price could be $5, could be $1 billion, right? When the perceived value is higher than the price, people buy. Why? Because I'm going to get more from what I'm paying. Like, I'm paying X, but I'm going to get X plus all of this stuff in my head. There's more value. And value is built in a lot of different ways. You doing that simple Loom video, you're slowly, before they know about any price point, you're slowly building value, right? You're getting in proximity. You're being relevant. You're telling them, I'm an expert. Look at what I'm currently looking at. And then you're showing their needs too. And you're being intimate. You're calling them by name. So you're doing all of these little things that are upping your value before they even hear a price point. And then when you get them on an intro call, guess what? Intro call kicks in. Now you're asking them all the relevant questions that you need to get them to what? Not to close, not to buy from you, to get them to the next call. When you present that demo presentation, that brief presentation, now you got them hook, line, and sinker, because now you're building additional value and bonuses and everything. So your value should be stacked so high, and you do that price anchor we've talked about. By the time you bring it all the way down to what you're actually charging, it's a shoo-in. They're like, oh my gosh, like, let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready yesterday. That's the goal.